Muscle loss after 60 often sneaks up on people. It's something many assume is simply part of aging, a slow decline in strength, stability, and physical ability. But the truth is far more empowering. It's not only preventable, it's reversible. Your body has an incredible capacity to rebuild when you give it the right support. After 60, you're not losing strength because your muscles have given up. You're losing strength because your muscles are waiting for the right signals, nutrient signals, movement signals, recovery signals. Once you start sending those signals consistently, your body responds quickly and decisively. Most people don't realize that muscle tissue is one of the most metabolically active parts of the body. It affects everything: balance, posture, metabolism, energy, even your immune strength. That means when you lose muscle, you aren't just losing physical power, you're losing the very system that keeps your body young and resilient. But here's the exciting part. When you rebuild muscle, you rebuild vitality. You improve circulation, increase bone support, regulate blood sugar, and strengthen every movement you make throughout your day. Muscle is not just about looking strong, it's about living strong. What often makes muscle loss after 60 feel unavoidable is that the process happens gradually. You might notice stairs feeling a bit harder, your legs tiring more quickly, or your balance feeling slightly off. Those little moments are actually early signs of sarcopenia, but just because it starts quietly doesn't mean it has to continue. Studies on older adults show that even in their 70s, 80s, and beyond, the body can experience dramatic improvements in muscle density simply by increasing protein intake and performing light resistance exercises. Your muscles are always listening. The moment you give them what they need, they start rebuilding. Another piece of the puzzle is that your body becomes less efficient at using protein as you age. That's why so many people lose muscle without realizing they're simply not fueling their bodies properly. The same amount of protein you ate comfortably in your 40s won't have the same effect in your 60s. Your body now needs a little more to achieve the same results. And when it gets that, especially first thing in the morning, it kickstarts a chain reaction of muscle repair and growth that lasts all day. Just imagine how different your life could feel when your body starts to regain its natural strength. You stand taller, you move with more confidence, tasks that once felt tiring start to feel effortless again. You regain a sense of independence, capability, and physical freedom. That transformation starts by understanding that muscle loss isn't a destiny, it's a signal. A call to action, a reminder that your body is capable of more than you think. And once you address that need with the right foods, the right movements, and consistent daily habits, you begin to turn the entire process around. The power to rebuild is already in you, waiting to be activated. Breakfast plays a far bigger role in your health after 60 than most people realize. It's not just the meal that starts your day, it's the meal that sets the tone for your metabolism, your energy levels, and your ability to build and maintain muscle throughout the next 24 hours. When you wake up in the morning, your body has just gone through a long overnight fast. Your muscles haven't had fuel for hours, your blood sugar is naturally lower, and your metabolic rate is waiting for direction. What you choose to put on your plate becomes the signal that tells your body how to perform for the rest of the day. Most people over 60 unintentionally skip or minimize breakfast, thinking a light start is better. But this actually works against the natural needs of the aging body. Without a substantial morning meal, especially one rich in protein, your body goes into conservation mode. It burns fewer calories, repairs muscle more slowly, and leans more heavily on stored tissue, including muscle, for energy. That's the opposite of what you want when you're trying to stay strong, active, and independent. Your first meal isn't just food, it's fuel, and its impact is amplified as you age. A protein-rich breakfast shifts your body from breakdown to repair. It wakes up your muscles and signals them to start rebuilding after the overnight fast. It stabilizes your blood sugar. which is especially important because fluctuating glucose makes you feel tired, foggy, and less motivated to move. When your blood sugar is balanced early in the day, your energy becomes steadier, your appetite becomes more controlled, and your body becomes better equipped to support muscle recovery. That means fewer morning crashes, fewer cravings, and a more resilient metabolism that supports everything from brain function to digestive health. It's also worth noting that the timing of your protein matters more after 60, because your body uses protein less efficiently as you age. Loading your intake, meaning getting a substantial amount early in the day, gives your muscles more hours to absorb, rebuild, and repair. Many seniors eat most of their protein at dinner, which is helpful but not nearly as effective as spacing it throughout the day and making breakfast a priority. By choosing a strong morning meal, you give yourself the advantage of improved muscle synthesis at the time when your body needs it most. And here's the part people love once they experience it: a protein-powered breakfast doesn't just affect your body, it affects your mindset. When you nourish your body well first thing in the morning, you feel more motivated to stay active. You feel more grounded, more clear-headed, and more in control of your day. You're more likely to choose healthier foods later on, more likely to fit in movement, and more likely to end your day feeling satisfied instead of drained. One simple shift, what you eat when you wake up, creates a ripple effect that strengthens every part of your wellness routine. What you choose each morning determines the strength you carry into the rest of your day. One of the most powerful changes you can make after 60, one that delivers noticeable results in strength, energy, and mobility, is increasing your intake of high-quality protein in the morning. Not just a little protein, not just a few bites of something light, but a solid 20-30 grams right at the start of your day. This isn't about bodybuilding or pushing your body harder than it needs to go. It's about giving your muscles the very materials they require to stay strong, healthy, and functional. As you age, your body becomes less efficient at using the protein you eat. That means the same breakfast that worked for you at 40 or 50 is no longer enough to maintain the muscle you want now. Your body still knows how to build muscle. It simply needs more raw material to work with. When you give your body a meaningful dose of protein in the morning, something remarkable happens. Your muscles receive a clear signal that it's time to repair, rebuild, and grow. You activate a process called muscle protein synthesis, which is essentially the body's way of maintaining strength. Without enough protein, this process slows down dramatically, and that's when muscle loss happens. But when you fuel your muscles early in the day, you trigger hours of active repair. It's like flipping a switch from decline to rebuild, and the beauty is you don't have to do anything extreme. You simply have to feed your muscles what they're craving. High-quality protein can come from a variety of sources, and the key is choosing foods that are easy for your body to digest and rich in essential amino acids. Eggs are one of the most complete sources you can eat, offering powerful nutrients that support muscle, brain health, and energy. Greek yogurt or cottage cheese provides not only protein but probiotics and minerals that nourish your gut and bones. And collagen-rich protein supplements can be a game changer because they support not only muscle but also your joints, ligaments, skin, and connective tissues, areas that deserve extra care as you age. When combined, these foods create a foundation that keeps your body strong from the inside out. What people over 60 often notice once they start adding this morning protein is how quickly their body responds. They feel more energized, their appetite becomes more balanced, their mood improves. And most importantly, daily movements like standing up from a chair, climbing stairs, or carrying groceries start to feel easier. The reason is simple. Strong muscles make everything easier, and protein is what makes strong muscles possible. Without it, even the best exercise routine won't deliver results. With it, even simple movements begin to have more impact. Just imagine waking up each morning not feeling stiff or weak, but feeling supported, nourished, and ready for the day ahead. Imagine giving your body exactly what it needs instead of hoping strength will return on its own. This shift doesn't require complicated plans or unrealistic routines. It requires one intentional decision: choosing a breakfast that fuels your strength instead of draining it. Because from this point forward, every morning becomes an opportunity to rebuild the strong, capable body you deserve. Collagen-rich protein plays a remarkable role in keeping your body strong after 60, and many people don't realize just how deeply it influences their daily movement. When most people think of muscle health, they think only about the muscles themselves, but your ability to move with ease depends just as much on the tissues that surround and support those muscles: your joints, ligaments, tendons, and the connective fibers holding everything together. That entire network is built, maintained, and repaired through collagen. As you age, your natural collagen production slows significantly, which is why joints begin to feel stiffer. Recovery takes longer, and the body doesn't bounce back the way it used to. This isn't a sign of your body wearing out. It's a sign that it needs reinforcement. Adding collagen-rich protein to your morning routine gives your body that reinforcement in a powerful, targeted way. Collagen supplies amino acids that your body doesn't get as abundantly from other protein sources, particularly glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline, nutrients that help rebuild and strengthen connective tissues. When your joints and ligaments get the support they need, they become more stable, more flexible, and more resilient. Suddenly, movements that once felt uncomfortable or stiff begin to feel smoother and more controlled. You regain a sense of fluidity that many people think disappears after a certain age. Another reason collagen-rich protein is so valuable for seniors is that it works beautifully alongside muscle-building proteins. While traditional proteins help grow and repair muscle fibers, collagen focuses on the framework that holds those fibers in place. It strengthens the scaffolding so your muscles can perform with more power and less strain. Think of it like renovating a house. It's not enough to strengthen the walls, you also need a solid foundation to support them. Collagen ensures your foundation stays strong. What's even more encouraging is that collagen supports more than just physical strength. It can also contribute to better posture, better balance, and reduced discomfort during daily activities. Stronger connective tissue helps prevent small injuries that can limit movement or lead to chronic pain. And when your body feels better, you move more. When you move more, you strengthen your muscles. When your muscles strengthen, your metabolism improves, your energy increases, and your overall sense of vitality rises. It's a cycle of wellness that starts with feeding your body what it's been missing. Collagen-rich protein also pairs seamlessly with resistance exercises, making those movements safer and more effective. If you've ever hesitated to lift light weights or use resistance bands because your joints felt sore or unstable, you'll be amazed at how different those same movements feel once your connective tissues receive proper nutritional support. You're not just training muscles, you're training a coordinated, supported structure that works as one. And perhaps the most inspiring part is how quickly people often notice changes. Within weeks, they report easier bending, smoother walking, stronger grip, and less stiffness in the morning. These aren't small improvements, these are meaningful shifts that elevate your quality of life. They give you back your confidence, your independence, and your freedom to move without hesitation. Strength doesn't come only from muscle, it comes from the entire system working together, and collagen is the glue that makes that possible. One of the most encouraging truths about rebuilding muscle after 60 is that you don't need hours in the gym or complicated workout routines to make a meaningful difference. In fact, pairing your morning protein with simple resistance exercises can amplify your results far more than most people expect. Your muscles are waiting for two things: fuel and activation. Protein provides the building blocks, but resistance movement gives your body the signal to actually use those building blocks to grow stronger. When the two work together, your body responds with greater strength, improved balance, and a renewed sense of physical confidence. Resistance exercises don't have to look like traditional weightlifting. They can be as simple as standing from a chair without using your hands, doing slow squats at a countertop, squeezing a resistance band, or performing light arm curls with small dumbbells, or even water bottles. What matters is that you're applying gentle tension to the muscle. That tension wakes it up, encourages it to adapt, and triggers the process of muscle growth. Even 10 minutes a day can stimulate noticeable improvements because after 60, the body becomes incredibly responsive to consistent, focused movement. What makes resistance training so effective for older adults is the way it communicates directly with your muscle fibers. Each time you perform a controlled movement, the body experiences micro tears in the muscle tissue. These tiny tears are not harmful, they're essential. When you consume adequate protein afterward, your body repairs those fibers and in the process strengthens them. This cycle of breakdown and repair is the foundation of muscle development. Without movement, the body has no reason to rebuild. Without protein, the body has nothing to rebuild with. Together, they create one of the most powerful combinations for reversing muscle loss. And this isn't just about physical capability, it's about protecting your independence. Resistance movement strengthens not only large muscles like your legs and arms, but also the smaller stabilizing muscles that support your joints and prevent falls. It improves your posture, helps maintain bone density, and enhances your ability to perform everyday activities without strain. Carrying groceries, climbing stairs, getting in and out of a car, these moments become easier when your muscles are engaged and nourished. Another important point is that resistance training supports joint health when you pair it with collagen-rich protein. Stronger muscles take pressure off the joints, while collagen strengthens the connective tissues that cushion and stabilize them. That means you can move with more confidence and less discomfort. Over time, you may find your range of motion improves, stiffness decreases, and activities that once felt intimidating start to feel achievable again. The mental benefits are just as powerful. Each time you complete a set of movements, no matter how small, you're reinforcing the belief that you're capable of building strength. You feel more in tune with your body. You feel more grounded, more balanced, more alive. Movement becomes something your body craves rather than avoids, and that shift can change the entire course of your health. Strength doesn't return by accident, it returns by intention, supported each day by the choices you make. Hydration and anti-inflammatory foods play a surprisingly powerful role in reversing muscle loss after 60, and they often go overlooked because people tend to focus only on protein and exercise. But the truth is, your muscles can only grow and function well in an environment that supports them. If your body is dehydrated or inflamed, your muscles struggle to repair, your joints feel stiffer, and your energy drops more quickly throughout the day. This is why strengthening your body isn't just about what you eat or how you move. It's about creating the right internal conditions for your muscles to thrive. Water is one of the most essential pieces of this puzzle. Muscles are made up of nearly 75% water, and even mild dehydration can lead to noticeable weakness, fatigue, and slower recovery. After 60, the body naturally loses some of its ability to detect thirst. So many people walk around dehydrated without realizing it. They may feel tired, sore, or sluggish and assume it's age, when in reality their body simply needs hydration. Drinking water consistently throughout the day keeps your muscles more elastic, helps deliver nutrients to your tissues, and supports your joints by keeping them lubricated. When your muscles are hydrated, they respond better to protein, recover more quickly from movement, and function with greater strength. At the same time, inflammation plays a major role in how your body feels and performs. Chronic, low-grade inflammation becomes more common with age, and it can make your muscles feel tender, your joints feel tight, and your energy feel inconsistent. When inflammation builds, your body prioritizes dealing with that stress instead of building muscle. This is why supporting your diet with anti-inflammatory foods is just as essential as supporting it with protein. Foods like berries, leafy greens, almonds, walnuts, turmeric, ginger, and wild-caught fish provide nutrients that help calm inflammation naturally. They support your cells, improve circulation, and help your body recover from everyday wear and tear. Many seniors notice that when they begin prioritizing these foods, they start to feel more comfortable in their own bodies. Their morning stiffness decreases, they move more easily, they experience fewer flare-ups of joint discomfort. And when inflammation is reduced, the benefits of protein and resistance exercise become even more effective. The body can finally focus its energy on rebuilding instead of constantly repairing damage. Another benefit is that anti-inflammatory foods help stabilize blood sugar, which directly affects muscle health. Balanced blood sugar means fewer crashes, fewer cravings, and more sustained energy, something your muscles rely on. When your energy is steady, you're more likely to stay active, complete daily tasks with confidence, and maintain the consistency that muscle repair depends on. Hydration and inflammation management also support heart health, brain health, and digestion, all of which influence your overall vitality. A strong body doesn't exist in isolation. It's supported by a strong internal environment. When you combine morning protein, collagen support, simple resistance exercises, and the daily practice of staying hydrated and eating anti-inflammatory foods, you create a holistic foundation for strength that lasts. Your muscles can only rise when the rest of your body supports them.